Let's look at Chapter 5, Lesson 4 Practice, Introducing Standard Units for the Measuring Area. Fill in the chart with the areas of the shaded, unshaded, and total parts of each figure. So remember, you're going to be using this box for 1 square unit. You're going to want to cut up the different sections, that way you can tell how many there are altogether. So if you look, you can tell in number 1 that there are 4 pieces altogether. And they already have on the board for you 4. Now, you need to make sure that you know how many gray and how many dark gray there are. So if you look, you can see that they have cut them into little triangles, and you have 4 little triangles. 2 triangles equals 1 full square. So if you have 4 full triangles, then you have just 2 squares. Again, then you have 4 darker triangles. Remember, 2 dark triangles equals 1 full square, which means you would have 2 full squares. Let's look at number 2. First, you want to find out the total area, and I see that it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 by 4 means that it's going to be 16. I'm then going to figure out how many are in each of the dark triangles because they're all the same. So if you look at just one triangle, I have 1 full and 2 halves, which means I have 2 full for each one. So 2, 2, 2, and this one is 2 as well. And then go ahead and you can break up the larger one into 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have 2 triangles there, 2 there, 2 on top, and 2 to the left. So I have 4 in the middle, and then these little triangles are each one as well. So I have 4 plus 4, which equals 8. So if I know that the light gray is 8 and the dark gray is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 8, check your answer. 8 plus 8 is 16. Let's move on to number 3. Figure out how much you have all together, and it's a 4 by 4, which means you have 16. And then you want to break it up to see how much you have. Now the dark gray you can look at, and each of the dark gray triangles are exactly the same. So if you figure out how much 1 is, you're going to be able to figure out how much all of them are altogether. I know that for each dark gray triangle it's going to be 1 1/2. But I have 1 1/2 times 4, so you can add that all together, or you could multiply 1 1/2 times 4. I know 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1, and 1/2 plus 1/2 is another 1, so that the halves equal 2 full. So 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4, plus another 1 is 5, plus another 1 is 6. So I know that the dark triangles for number 3 have a total of 6 for the area. Now I can do 16 minus 6, and I know that I'm going to have 10 for the light gray, but you're going to want to check your work. Go ahead and chop the light gray into different sections so you're able to see that it's going to be 10. Use this strategy to figure out the answers for number 4, 5, and 6 in the dark gray and the light gray. Remember, finding the total area first will definitely help you figure out your answer. For the test prep, we need to figure out what type of triangle is shown. So we need to figure out if there's a right angle, if it's scalene, isosceles, or equilateral. So remember, if it's a right, there would be a 90-degree angle. There are no 90-degree angles. They're actually all acute angles. So I know right can't be it. Scalene means that all of the sides are of different lengths. And I can tell that these 2 sides are actually congruent in that they're the same length. So I know that it can't be scalene. Isosceles means that there's 2 equal sides, and these 2 sides are equal. Let's check letter D, equilateral. That means all three sides are equal. This bottom side, though, is not equal to the longer sides. So I know that it has to be isosceles.